This little set of interviews took place at Crossroads Park. I was playing basketball that day, and I managed to find people that were either walking by, well, two. I'm gonna put two from that day and then another from another night that I went out. So in this, I felt more confident going up to people and talking to them. Still like a big challenge, yet they're a lot more fun. Once I found that talking to people that are adults, like maybe in their late 20s, which I think I've only have like the Bellevue College interviews like from earlier. Those are the most difficult ones. Talking to adults is entirely different. It's like a whole world of professionalism. It's like you have to seem more professional, but it feels that way. Probably because I'm still like pretty young. But when it's with younger people around my age, maybe like 21 to 18, it's a lot easier. So these ones I felt more confident with, and I was kind of more used to the idea that walking up to people and interviewing was just kind of there. It wasn't as awkward anymore. So I feel like these turned out a little better. I hope, at least. Alright, so how long have you been here in Bellevue?
I've been in Bellevue for 13 years.
13 years? Yeah. And how did you move here from like another city?
Yeah. I came here from India.
Okay. Like, how would you describe the transition from there to here?
I feel like it was pretty easy. Bellevue is a very open community.
Right.
We accept multiple people of multiple different races, and diversity, you can say. It's like a melting pot of all different races, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Everyone was very open, like everyone welcomed with opening arms. It was really nice here. And, yeah.
Would you so assuming that you studied here, what would you say, how would you describe that setting of the schools here?
I think the schools are pretty good. I go to Interlake High School.
Oh, okay.
So the studies are very good and much different than what's in India.
All right. And have you ever been to any events that take place in the city, or is just like the 4th of July celebration, like farmers markets or any of that?
Oh yeah, I have.
And so it's can you describe those? Like what you see?
I don't know.
All right, that's good. All right, thank you. Yeah. All right, so how long have you been living here in Bellevue?
For more than most of my life, so probably around 15, 16 years.
Do you recall the time period in which you moved here to Bellevue, or not?
A little bit, yeah.
So in the past city that you lived in, what do you say were the biggest changes or differences that you found?
Well, first off, there's a lot of Asians in Bellevue. Before, there's not really many Asians, so didn't really fit in.
When you moved here, was it a lot easier to connect with other people?
I mean, it was a bit better. Nothing really changes that much.
What about in school? Was there anything different with that?
Not really. Overall the same process.
Are there any spots that since you've moved here to Bellevue, that you find to be really important to you, that have big significance?
I guess the biggest is probably my house, the place I spend the most time with. My family there. Yeah.
It's would you say that the community here also shaped the way that you grew up, the way that you think?
I mean, I think definitely. Bellevue's a pretty safe and secure area. There's a lot of stuff here to do. So, and the people here are sometimes pretty nice.
Sometimes? What do you mean by that?
I mean, not everyone's really perfect, so.
Are there any events that you've attended for city events?
No. I mean, unless other than volunteering, then probably not.
So you haven't been to events like the 4th of July or
yeah.
farmers markets?
If you count those, then yeah, the 4th of July, went with some friends. I went to family or farmers markets, not in Bellevue, but outside Bellevue.
All right, and then so for the 4th of July, how would you describe that time, or the event that took place?
It was pretty exciting. I like spending time with friends, so that's an event I could spend time with friends. Let's go out.
All right, so what's your name?
My name's Reyes.
All right. So how long have you been living in Bellevue?
Probably like 4 or 5 years.
And so when you think of Bellevue, like, what's the first thing that typically comes to mind?
Cancer. First thing that comes to mind when I think about Bellevue is Bellevue Park. Yeah.
Are there like any like special places that you got around in Bellevue, or is it just?
I guess like Bellevue Park, Bellevue Mall.
What about them is significant?
The what?
What about them is significant to you?
Oh, that's significant. I guess like the mall, like the Macy's in there is pretty fun. It's pretty significant.
All right, thank you. All right, so in that set of videos, the 3 interviews that I did, those were the most recent that I've done, and so there's something kind of special to them that it was just really easy to just interact with people now this time, from going up from a pickup basketball game to just recording on my phone, whereas I would regularly have my camera. And I think it really showed like some of the growth that I've gone through the many interviews. It's been rather tough to to really say, hey, let me interview you, but it's not like that anymore. It's gotten progressively easy, and I think a big part of that is like the experience. And well, while these interviews aren't the best ones that I've had, because the one of the odal practice, that's something that you can't just replicate, but I'm still really happy with the result of these. The last one was a friend that someone introduced me to, but it's even then it's still interesting to do interviews with random people. It's impressive how much like one question can really get you.